back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
With the puck, tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
All right, hey, welcome. We're at Lisbon High School here for our Region 1 boys, Class B boys basketball game between Wyndmere Ridgewood and Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon Broncos coming to this game with a 3-8 overall record, and 2-2 in Region 1. Wyndmere Lidgerwood comes in at 6-6 and 2-4 overall in Region 1. We're going to go ahead and break away. We'll come back, set up our game for tonight here. We'll be live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Agency. They have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Wyndmere, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
All right, welcome. We're back live at the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. And looking at your Lisbon Broncos with the 3-8 overall record, 2-2 in Region 1. Lisbon's 3 wins on the season. First win coming on the 19th of December with a 52-42 win over the Enderlin Eagles in that annual GOAT game. That was back on the 19th of December. Then they defeated Tri-State by a score of 62-40. Both of those are their region wins on the year between over Enderlin and Tri-State. And then on the 17th of January, they defeated Southport by a score of 57-51. And that was played on the 17th of January. It's Lisbon's most recent games. They played on the 20th of January, where they were defeated by Oak Grove by a score of 50-68. And then the 28th of January, that was on Saturday, they traveled out to Ellendale, and they were defeated by the Ellendale Cardinals by a score of 44-58. I think the Ellendale Cardinals currently the number 5 rated team in the state. So that was on the 20th of January. Lisbon fell to the Cardinals by a score of 44-58. And now looking at your Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, they come in the game with a 6-6 record, 2-4 overall in Region 1. And they opened up with a win, the first game of the season, by defeating Oates. That was on December of 20th. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood kind of getting a late start to the season. You'll see in their schedule, due to a lot of the storm days or a lot of the storms that passed through during the month of December. So they got a little bit of a late start. Their first game was on the December 20th. And they defeated Oaks by a score of 46-37. Then on the 5th of January, they defeated Maple River by a score of 60-43. And then they picked up another one on the 17th of January, 65-49. On the 20th of January, they played Tri-State, defeated them 71-57. Played Wilmot, South Dakota on 24th of January, won that game 60-57. And then played Larimore on January 27th and defeated them by a score of 49-45. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood, they've been the Road Warriors for the past week. And they played 4 away games on the 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 27th, and now here tonight in Lisbon. So that'll be their 5th road game over the last 7 days here tonight in the home of the Broncos here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Now looking at your Region 1 standings overall, Central Cass leads Region 1 right now with a 6-0 record. They're tied with Sargent County, both teams at 6-0. And overall, Central Cass has the edge there, 14-0, and Sargent County is 13-0. Then working down away in the 3 spot is Kindred High School at 6-1. in the region, 7-4 in overall. Oak Grove High School at 4-2 in the region, 7-5 overall. Richland High School 3-3 in the region, 8-6 overall. Then Lisbon in the 6th spot. They're at 2-2, 3-8 overall. Then it's Hankinson High School, 3-4 in the region, 5-5. And Northern Cass coming in at about the 7th spot at 2-3 and 3-8 overall. Then Wyndmere Lidgerwood in the 8th spot, 2-4 in Region 1, and then 6-6 overall, sporting that 500 overall mark for North Dakota Class B Region 1. It's a Region 1 tournament coming up at the end of February, and that goes to the 8th of March at the North Dakota State College of Science in Wahpeton. And your most recent North Dakota Class B boys basketball polls, they just came out this evening. And unchanged at the top is your number 1 team, 4 wins Minnewauk, and they're the number 1 team and have stayed there, been that way all season. And they're 11-0 overall. Central Cass, your number 2 team out of Region 1, is 14-0. And that's unchanged from a week ago. Bishop Ryan, your number 3 team, 11-1. That's unchanged from a week ago. Number 4 is Sargent County. Overall, 13-0, also out of Region 1. And last week they were number 4, so unchanged. Ellendale sitting at 5 at 14-0. Also unchanged from a week ago. Thompson, same thing. They're sitting at 6th spot, 9-3 overall record. Beulah number 7, that's unchanged with a 10-1 record overall. Shiloh Christian not ranked in the last week's poll on the 23rd. They come in at number 8 with an 8-3 overall record. Grafton stays at the number 9 spot with 8-3 record. And then Boma County moves into the rank, and they were unranked last week. And they have 11-2 overall record, so that rounds out your top 10. North Dakota Class B boys basketball poll, the most recent one coming out this evening. And other teams receiving votes are North Border at 10-2, North Prairie 12-2, and Standing Rock. I think Standing Rock last week, they're the number 10 ranked team. So they drop out, but still receiving votes is Standing Rock at 10-2 overall. And that'll about do it here. For a little pregame at the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We'll come back with your starting lineups for both teams. And then we're about 2 minutes away from opening tip-off. So we'll be back here live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're listening to YourLiveEvent.com. I'm sports announcer guy Brent Dick. We'll see you back here in 30 seconds.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Hey, welcome back to your Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We're watching YourLiveEvent.com North Dakota Class B Boys Basketball Region 1 game. And we're going to go and step away, get ready for our national anthem. So we're going to step away for another 30 seconds and then come back with our starting lineups.
Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Wyndmere, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com, North Dakota Class B Boys Region 1 basketball. And going over your starting lineups tonight for the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds. Starting at forward is 5'11" junior, number 5, Levi Kackman. Starting at guard is 6'1" senior, number 12, Adam Baldwin. Starting at guard is 5'8" junior, number 14, Landon Bury. Starting at forward, 6'3" senior, number 23, Matthias Kackman. Starting at center, 7' senior, number 32, Briar Kaczynski. And the Warbirds are coached by Todd Hosford and assisted by Cameron Lenzen. And now going through the Lisbon Broncos, the starting lineup. It's your home team tonight on the scoreboard, the Lisbon Broncos. Starting at guard, a 6' sophomore, number 3, Lincoln Adair. Starting at guard, 6' junior, number 10, Wyatt Olson. Starting at center, 6'7" junior, number 30, Ethan Gilbert. Starting at forward, 6' freshman, number 32, Jordan Bittner. Starting at forward, 6'2" junior, number 34, Sam Kelson. The Broncos are coached by Kim Mark and assisted by Brad Bittner and Justin Ranke. The Lisbon Broncos come into this game with 3 wins on the night, looking to improve that record to 4-8 overall. And pick up a region win tonight and improve to 3-2 in Region 1. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood with a 6-6 overall record, looking to improve to 7-6, and then pick up that region win to go 3-4 overall in Region 1. A key matchup tonight for both teams. Right now, Lisbon sitting at number 6. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood sitting at the 9th spot, both with 2 wins in the region. Wyndmere Lidgerwood 2-4 overall. Lisbon 2-2 in Region 1. So we're just moments away here from tip-off at the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. The Lisbon girls basketball team will be in action tomorrow night. They play in Northern Cass. That game's up in Northern Cass. That'll also be on YourLiveEvent.com. You can tune into that tomorrow evening, support the girls basketball, North Dakota Class B girls basketball. We're getting ready for tip-off here, North Dakota Class B boys basketball. Lisbon Broncos and the Warbirds. Lisbon with number 10, Wyatt Olson in the lineup tonight. He won his first games back, coming off an injury that he suffered during football season, last game of the season versus Hillsborough Central Valley. He's in the lineup. Lisbon with the tip-off. Gets it over to Adair. Adair's going to pass over to Bittner's going to drive in. Big hop. Gets it to Gilbert underneath. Puts it up. He travels. Gilbert took the next step before putting it down and travels. That's a turnover on the Broncos. And no pep band tonight here in the gymnasium, but I believe we do have some halftime entertainment coming up. That's underneath. It's over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski loses it underneath. Now gets it back. It's over to Kackman. Gives it to Baldwin from three. That's down. Off, no good. That's a rebound by Wyatt Olson. Olson quickly down court, gets it to Adair. Back now to Gilbert. Gilbert outside, gets it to Olson. He puts it up. Off. Oh, no good. Rims and out. And Warbird's going to take their time, set something up. It's over to Kackman. Levi Kackman for the Warbirds. Kaczynski underneath, going up against Gilbert. Up and over. No foul underneath. That's last touch by the Warbirds. Broncos ball. Look like Gilbert put a hand on Kaczynski as he's going up, but no foul underneath. That's over to Bittner, now to Adair. Adair's going to drive in. Broncos looking to spread it out here a little bit. Back to Bittner. Bittner's going to drive in. Jumper from the free throw line. That's up, rolls around and good for the first 2 points of the game for Jordan Bittner. Bittner with 2 for the Broncos. Full court press by the Broncos. Now broken by the Warbirds. It's over to Levi Kackman. Now to Kaczynski. Now looking underneath. That's to Matthias Kackman. That's off. No good. He gives it to Adair. Bittner's going to drive in. Free throw line again. Nice jumper. That's his spot right now for Bittner. The Warbirds are going to have to keep him out of there. That ball thrown away. Trying to save it is on the line. That goes out of bounds. Well, Jordan Bittner with the first 4 points in the game. Lisbon's up 4-0. It's to Gilbert, now to Bittner. That's underneath the Olson. Olson, nice. Off the fingertips, puts it up and over for Wyatt Olson. Lisbon on a 6-point run. Opening things up. That's the Baldwin, looks underneath. Yep, went out of bounds. That was off the foot of Matthias Kackman, so it was a foul. So that goes against Sam Kelson. That's his first personal, first team foul. Lisbon's up 6-0 with 5:11 to play. That's Kaczynski, turn around, up and in, off the fingertips. The Warbirds on the scoreboard now, 6-2. For Bittner, there he goes, free throw line, jumper up and in for Bittner. Jordan Bittner is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That's underneath Kaczynski and Gilbert. That's batted away by Gilbert. Broncos quickly down court to Adair, swings it out to Olson. Adair's going to drive in, gives it to Bittner. Now to Gilbert, a little bit of push by Kaczynski. Now to Olson, going to put it up from 3. That's up and good for Wyatt Olson. Olson now with 5 in the game. Bittner with 6. So to Levi Kackman with the ball. Got it over to Matthias. Now to Kaczynski inside, up and over Gilbert right now. Kaczynski's winning that battle underneath the bucket. That was the 4 points for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. That's up again from Olson. It bombs it up. Wyatt Olson from 3. That's ball goes out of bounds. Well defended by the Broncos. That's Broncos ball. They're up 14-4 with 3:51 to go in the first quarter. So over to Bittner. Bittner's going to take his time, set something up here, direct a little bit of traffic. Goes over to Adair, swings it out. Hot from the corner is Olson. That's off, no good. Warbirds quickly down court, driving in is Beery. So that foul goes against Bittner, Jordan Bittner. So it's first personal, second team foul on the Broncos. The last inbound pass went to Kaczynski, put it up off his fingertips over Gilbert. This one also to Kaczynski. Looking for Levi Kackman, now to Kaczynski. Going underneath. That's from 3 points, lets her go, off no good, and we got a foul underneath. We got to push to the back. So that goes against Matthias Kackman, his first personal, first team foul on the Warbirds. Lisbon's up 14-4. At 2 3-pointers by Wyatt Olson. Gives him 8 in the game. Jordan Bittner with 6 for the Broncos. It's defended by Kaczynski. Olson goes baseline, now out to Bittner. Bittner drives in, out to Adair. Adair's going to travel. Got to put it on the floor before he takes a step. That's defended by Adair. Pushes it out of bounds, trying to make a little ground up after that turnover. The Broncos four-court press, making it difficult. Warbirds inbound, I get it in, but it's going to be Adair, steals it over to Bittner. Now looking for it's Wyatt Webb. Now it's over to Kelson, now to Olson. Gets it into Webb. Webb runs into some traffic. Looks like another foul. That one's going to go against Kackman, Levi Kackman. It's his first personal on Kackman, second team foul. Lisbon's up 14-4. Lisbon's ball to inbounds it. Wyatt Olson over there for the Broncos. And back, that's set up for Olson from the corner. He nails it from the corner. Wyatt Olson hot from either side. That's his third three-pointer of the game. That's a timeout. We're going to step away for our own 30 seconds. We'll be back here live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
All right, back here, Lisbon High School. An inbound bounce by the Warbirds. They take it down court, put it up for 2 points. So that was Levi Kackman with the 2 points for the Warbirds. His first 2 points for the game. Lisbon down court. Over to the corner to Kelson. Puts it up from 3. That's off. No good. Trying to find a little luck there like Wyatt Olson. Now over to Kelson. Gets it to Bittner. Over to Dare. Now to Kelson. Broncos working around, trying to find Olson. On the baseline, he gets turned away. Now it's Bittner up and over. That's high shot, no good. Rebound, Kelson's going to put it up. That's blocked by Kaczynski. Just manhandled. Now Webb blocks it, steals it away, puts it up, rolls it in for Wyatt Webb. It looked like Kaczynski just manhandled that ball. Webb steals it away. Warbirds quickly down court. They're driving in is Kackman, Levi Kackman. That's off, no good. Rebound by the Broncos. It's over to Bittner. He goes up with it now to Adair. Wide open, puts it up, sinks it from 3 for Wyatt, or from Lincoln Adair. Lisbon's fourth three-pointer of the game, stolen away by the Broncos. Adair goes on the floor. He's got to get rid of it. It's called timeout. Timeout by the Broncos. Coach Kim Mark had Adair land on the floor, does the smart thing, calls a timeout. We're going to go and step away for another break here. Lisbon's up 22-6. You're listening to YourLiveEvent.com. We're live from Lisbon High School. We'll be back in 30.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hey, welcome back here on the Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon leads this one by a score of 22-6. We're in the first quarter with 1:04 remaining. The Broncos ball on the inbounds after that timeout. Steal by Lincoln Adair. Coach Kim Mark calls a timeout. That's over to Adair. Gives it to Kelson's going to drive in, goes high, up and in for Kelson. The Broncos playing with a lot of confidence right now. Now up 24-6. In the first quarter, likely the most points they've scored in the first quarter this year, 24 points. That's led by Wyatt Olson. That off, no good. It's put up by Levi Kackman. Ball rolls around. Now Adair gets it. He handles it over to Wyatt Webb. Wyatt Webb coming off the bench for the Broncos. Has 2 points in the game. Now gives it to Bittner from the free throw line. That's up, rolls around, no good. And Bittner was hot from there at the start of the game. Went 3 for 3. That ball's on the ground. Gives it to Wyatt Olson. Gives to Bittner's going to go. Drives in. Dishes it off to Webb. That's blocked by Kackman. Levi Kackman blocks it. Webb didn't go up hard enough to the basket. Kackman was able to come down and block it. So that foul goes against Wyatt Webb. So we're down to 1 second. 1.2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Lisbon's third team foul. That's inbound. That shot's put up and misses everything. All right. At the end of the first quarter, your score is 24-6 in favor of the Broncos. We're going to step away. Another 30-second timeout. We'll be back here for your second quarter play.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Hey, welcome back here, Lisbon High School Gymnasium. The score is 24-6 in favor of the Broncos. The start of our second quarter. And Lisbon getting their offense started by Jordan Bittner, scoring the first 4 points of the game. Then Wyatt Olson came alive from the three-point line, sinking 3 3-pointers, along with Adair with 1 3-pointer. So Bittner right now the game has 6. Lincoln Adair with 3. Sam Kelson with 2. Wyatt Olson with 11. And Wyatt Webb with 2 for the Lisbon Broncos. For the 6 points by the Warbirds, Levi Kackman has 2, and Kaczynski, number 32, has 4 points. Wyatt Webb coming off the bench for the Broncos. Now Cordero's in the game for Lisbon along with Bergman. Cordero's defending. That goes baseline. That shot's up, no good. Put up by Bury. Rebound Broncos going to bring it down court is Cordero. Gives it to Adair. It's travel by Bergman. Bergman was thinking bucket before he put the ball down and started dribbling. He's going to travel. Well, it's Quam in the game for the Warbirds coming off the bench. That's Bury. That's up. Dunk put down by Kaczynski. He went over. He gets the dunk and also fouled. So Sam Kelson, second personal. Shot put up in the end. That's good by Kaczynski. Broncos down court to Bergman. Bergman going to get the dare from the 3-point. Free throw line, rebound by Kelson. Kelson's going to get it into Gilbert, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Kaczynski. A 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Broncos up 24-9. Warbirds looking to make up some ground. Levi Kackman, he's going to swing it out. Gives it to Quam. Quam's driving in. Got to pass it. And off the bench, that's Stenson over there, number 4. It dishes it off to Levi Kackman, puts it up and in. And Kackman now with 4 points in the game for the Warbirds. 24-13. Excuse me, 24-11. The Broncos with some of their bench players in, Cordero and Bergman. Wyatt Olson on the bench, along with Bittner. It's over to Kelson, give it to Bergman. Bergman thinks about it, pulls it down, now to Cordero. Cordero almost travels with it. Gets it to Adair. Adair puts it down, now to Kelson, puts it up from 3. That's down, no good. Rebound by the Broncos. Off, no good. Kelson drives in, they got a foul. That's going to go against Baldwin. And Kelson driving in, he's fouled. That's the 3rd team foul on the Warbirds. Inbound by the Broncos. Gives to Wyatt Olson, puts it up. Short jumper, no good. Rebound by Levi Kackman. Kackman's going to take it down. Swings it out to Quam. Quam puts it up, no good. Rebound by the Warbirds. That's up, no. Kaczynski gets it off the glass, no good, too hard. Adair's inside, he's going to foul him. A 15 foul on the Broncos. First personal on Lincoln Adair. Kaczynski going. That one rolls out, no good. Not shot, rolls around, hops up and good. Gets it to go down. No, 2 for 3 from the free throw line is Kaczynski. It's over to Bittner, a little screen put up. Bittner goes baseline, swings it out to Olson from 3. Takes a shot, that sinks it for Wyatt Olson. Olson lines her up. Nails it for the Broncos. It's his 4th three-pointer in the game for Wyatt Olson. Off the hand of Adair. Broncos with the pressure. Adair's able to knock it out of bounds. On the inbounds. That's over to Kaczynski, looking at wide open underneath the bucket. Gives it to Beery for 2 points. So Beer scores 2 points, his first 2 points of the game. Broncos up 27-13. Not a short jumper by Bittner is no good. Rebound by the Warbirds. Beer brings it down court. That's from 3 points. Fired by Quam. That's good. The Warbirds coming back here now. 27-16 score. 27-17. It's off by point. So 27-17. Timeout by the Broncos. Coach Kim Mark wants to talk it over, slow down the Warbirds here. We're going to go ahead and step away for our own 30-second timeout. We'll be back. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium.
Like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
Hey, welcome back here, Lisbon High School. The Broncos lead this one 27-17. Had a 24-6 lead after the first quarter. The Warbirds coming alive here. Knocked that lead down to 10 points. That's to Wyatt Olson for three. That's good for Wyatt Olson. He nails it. Olson red hot from the three-point line. Nailing it from everywhere on the court right now. Adair steps up, defends it. Turnover by the Warbirds. You're going to bring it down. I think I just keep on feeding it to Wyatt Olson at this point. There's 5 3-pointers in the game. So Olson darts underneath. That's thrown away and knocked out of bounds. Let's see, Warbirds ball. So last touch by the Broncos. Got 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Lisbon's now up 30-17. The Warbirds ball. So Baldwin ends up throwing away over to Adair to Bittner. Bittner's looking over the corner. No look pass. That was over Wyatt Olson. The no look pass even faked out Wyatt Olson. That goes out of bounds. Levi Kackman now in the game, number 5, back in the game. He has 4 points in the game for the Warbirds. Lisbon now with the 30-17 lead, 3:30 to go in the second quarter. That pass intended for Kackman. Baldwin launches it across court. A little bit too high for Kackman. That was Kaczynski standing over there. Would have had it no problem. Kackman not able to climb the ladder to get that one. Now Bittner with the ball brings it down court. Bittner's going to take it, drives in. Their jump shot from the free throw line. That's off, no good. Adair rebound back to Bittner. Over to Kelson. Wyatt Olson's going to drive in to Adair from three-point. That looks good for Adair from three. Adair now with 2 3-pointers, 6 points in the game for the Broncos. They're down to 2:50. That's into Kaczynski. Nice pass. Over the top, Kaczynski off, no good. And Quam, nice pass, nice feed to Kaczynski. Kaczynski just not lined up on the shot. Now go over to Adair, Broncos ball. Broncos gonna work it around here. Bittner's gonna drive in, goes right down the middle. He's tripped up, coming in for back down court for the Broncos. That shot put up by Bury. That shot is no good. Rebound by the Broncos. Adair with the ball, drives in again. Bittner thinks about it. Gives to to Olson. That's off, no good. One of Olson's rare misses of the night. Now 33-17 score. With 1:58 to go in the second quarter, Warbirds have knocked that lead down to 10 points. Broncos led 24-6 after the first quarter. Pass over to Baldwin. He's going to feed it on to Levi Kackman. That's off. And good, off the glass, hits the rim and bounces in for Kackman. You know, with 6 points in the game. That's Adair wide open underneath, lays it up and in. Nice play. Adair darts in through the back door and lays it up and in for the Broncos. And Kelson and Adair caught the Warbirds a little flat foot. Adair snuck through the back door. Nice pass from Kelson. Olson here a minute. 11 to go. That was Olson to Adair. Now Adair gets it over to Kelson, or Bittner gets it over to Kelson. Kelson drives in, loses it. The ball bounces around off of Adair's hands and turned over with under a minute to go in the second quarter of play. That ball batted out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. Number 12, Baldwin will inbound it for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Webb coming off the bench in for Kellison. The Broncos with 5 team fouls in the first half. Wyndmere Lidgerwood with 2. That's Kaczynski on the inbound. He's going to take a step, puts it up and in. Kaczynski against Adair. That's the matchup they want right there, and they took advantage of it. Now 35-21 lead for the Broncos. It's over to Gilbert. Puts it up over Kaczynski. That's off, no good. Saved by Webb. Werbert's come down with it. It's Baldwin going to drive in. Levi Kackman looking for Kaczynski, and now gets it out to Baldwin. Across the court to Matthias Kackman. He's going to be fouled by Wyatt Webb. Wyatt Webb's second personal, 6th team. So that'd be a shooting foul. You get 2 shots. First one by Matthias Kackman is no good. Kackman looking to get on the scoreboard here for the Warbirds. Second shot also no good, little short. The Broncos quickly down court with 12 seconds remaining. Here in the second quarters, Broncos 35-21. Down to 6 seconds. Bittner's going to stop, takes a jumper, shoots. He's fouled on the shot, so 3.2 seconds remaining. Bittner's fouled. He'll take 2 from the line. Bittner's first shot is up and good. Bittner with 7 points in the game. Second shot also good, now with 8 points for the Broncos. Warbird's quickly down court. That shot put up. Time runs out. Off. No good. So Levi Kackman let it fly. Hits the backboard rim. Bounces out. So after the first half of play, Lisbon leads by a score of 37-21. And we're going to go and step away. I'll come back, recap your first half of play, then get set up for a second half, third and fourth quarters. And we'll be back in 30 seconds here on yourliveevent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Wyndmere, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Hey, welcome back to Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. Up on your Bank North scoreboard, Lisbon leads this one by a score of 37-21 over the Warbirds from Wyndmere, Lidgerwood. Bank North offers the traditional and advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve in today's fast-paced world. For farming and ranching, business, and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. To learn more about Bank North, visit ibanknorth.com or stop by one of their locations today. You're going into your Bank North scoreboard with that 37-21 lead for the Lisbon Broncos. The Broncos are led in scoring by number 10, Wyatt Olson, and one of his triumphant returns to the Broncos lineup. Has 17 points in the game, scoring 5 three-pointers in the first half. He leads all scorers with 17 points in the game. And Jordan Bittner for the Broncos has 8, along with Lincoln Adair. Adair with 2 three-pointers in the game. Bittner going 2 for 2 for the line as part of his 8 points. And then Wyatt Webb for Lisbon also put in a bucket off the bench for 2 points in the game. Well, that is your Lisbon scoring as far as the Broncos in that first half of play. And going to your Warbirds from Wyndmere, Lidgerwood. They're led by number 32, Kaczynski. Kaczynski with 10 points in the game, going 2 for 3 from the line. And most of, or I guess his buckets all coming from underneath in that battle with Gilbert from the Lisbon Broncos. Right now, Kaczynski's winning that one. He has 10 points in the game. Right now, Gilbert held scoreless in that first half of play. And then Levi Kackman for the Warbirds with 6. Beer with 2. And then Quam off the bench, number 13, Quam off the bench with a three-pointer for his 3 points in the game. So that rounds out your scoring for the Warbirds. Lisbon overall going 2 for 2 from the line. Their only free throws coming by Jordan Bittner. And the Warbirds are 2 for 6 from the line, or 2 of 5 from the line. With Kaczynski going 2 of 3, and then Matthias Kackman going 0 and 2. So overall, the Warbirds going 2 of 5 from the free throw line. And Lisbon in that first half of play had 6 total team fouls on the Warbirds with 4 total team fouls. Matthias Kackman for the Warbirds has 2 personals, along with Sam Kelson for the Lisbon Broncos, also with 2 personal fouls. So not much is in the way of foul trouble for either team right now. Going into this second half of play, the start of your third quarter, or start of the third quarter. So we're going to go ahead and step away after capping our scoring here. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back. We'll talk a little bit more about Region 1 basketball, some of your games that are on tap tonight in Region 1, and then get ready for our second half of play. Here live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm sports announcer guy Brent Dick. Be back in 30 seconds.
Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Wyndmere, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Hey, welcome back here to Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com, Region 1, North Dakota, Class B boys basketball between the Lisbon Broncos and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Wyatt Olson for the Broncos leading all scores tonight with 17. And then Kaczynski from the Warbirds, big number 32 with 10 points in the game for the Warbirds leading their team tonight. Lisbon led after the first quarter 24-6. The Warbirds came back in that second quarter and closed it within 10. Lisbon able to dig out some more three-pointers in the game from Lincoln Adair and Wyatt Olson, settling for this second quarter lead that they have now, 37-21 at the end of the second quarter, and that's currently where we're at in the game. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of your third quarter. We're going to see if we have some other Region 1 games going on tonight. I'm just looking at the games currently on tap. Here for Region 1, I think the only one that I saw tonight was Carrington and Maple River, so Maple River in action tonight. Now to Region 1 for Region 1 basketball. This other game here between the Warbirds and the Lisbon Broncos. Well, that's all I see, at least on the scoreboard tonight, is Carrington and Maple River. That game was scheduled to start at 7 p.m. No update on the score for that one. And Lisbon sitting overall record for the Broncos, 3-8. They're looking to improve on that tonight. Pick up their third, not only that, but pick up their third win in Region 1 to go 3-2 and 4-8 overall. Warbirds currently sitting at 6-6 overall, 2-4 in Region 1. A key Region 1 matchup here. Broncos is sitting in about the 7th spot in Region 1. Lisbon sitting in the 6th spot. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood sitting at number 9 with their 2-4 Region 1 record. Lisbon at 2-2 and sitting in 6th place in North Dakota Class B Region 1. And Lisbon's 3 wins on the season. First one came on the 19th of December with the 52-42 win over Inderland. On the 10th of January, they defeated Tri-State 62-40. And then on the 17th of January, they defeated South Border by a score of 57-51. Lisbon, with the addition of Wyatt Olson tonight, really feeling his presence, putting down 5 3-pointers in the game, leading all scorers. And getting ready now for your third quarter of play, where Lisbon currently leads 37-21 on your Bank North scoreboard. Said Lisbon led 24-6 after that first quarter. The Broncos with the ball to open up the third quarter play. Now Lincoln Adair puts in the first 2 points of the second half. The goal for the Broncos, that was up by Adair. Now with 10 points in the game. We got a travel by the Warbirds. That was Beer. Turns it over. Not what the Warbirds wanted to start out with the first possession. They turned it over. Lisbon now up 39-21, 7:28 mark to go, or 7:28 in the third quarter. They swing it around. Olson sets up from the free throw line. That's soft, no good. Rebound, Kelson. Back to Olson. Now Olson back to Kelson. A spin move by Kelson, gets to Bittner, loses control, drives in, off, no good. You got a push off. So that goes against Kaczynski. They're pushing the back off of Gilbert. Kaczynski with his first personal, elects him bound to Gilbert. Bittner's going to drive in, pulls up. That's off, no good. Gets to Gilbert, spin move, he's going to try to put it up, but Kaczynski blocks it, says get that out of here, over to Adair. Adair swings it over to Bittner. Back to Olson. Olson thinks about it. More pressure on Olson now on the outside by the Warbirds. He swings it out to Adair. No to Gilbert. Gilbert puts it up. That's blocked by Kaczynski. Adair on the rebound over to Gilbert. And Gilbert seems a little timid going in. He's just got to drive in on big Kaczynski. Just put his shoulder down and go in there. Yep, saw it bounce. Last touch by the Warbirds. Broncos maintain possession. They're up 39-21 on your Bank North scoreboard. It's Adair with the ball. He feeds it over to Bittner, now to Olsen. Gives it off to Adair. He gets it inside to Gilbert. Gilbert loses control. Goes out of bounds. The Broncos trying to open up that outside again by going into Gilbert. Right now, not working for the Broncos. Down to 6:05 to go in the third quarter. That shot's put up. No good. That foul is going to go against Jordan Bittner. It's going to be 2 from the line. Bittner's second personal foul. First team foul of the second quarter. Or excuse me, second half. That second one off, also no good. Still a 39-21 lead for the Lisbon Broncos. With 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Over to Bittner. And Adair, that's blocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Warbirds. That inbounds goes to Bittner. Olsen underneath, gets it out to Bittner. That's out off, and time runs out. Broncos not able to get that shot off before the shot clock expires. A lot of pressure by the Broncos. That's going to leave a lot of room to work with for the Warbirds, and he's fouled underneath. So Levi Kackman, a lot of room to work with. He's fouled. He's going to go against Wyatt Webb. Or excuse me, that's going to go against Kelson. That's his third personal of the game. Kaczynski's going to drive in. He's got an open lane there. He drops up and dunks her down for Kaczynski. Over to Webb. He's going to drive in. Takes it himself off the glass. Wyatt Webb, or excuse me, Wyatt Olsen. Olsen took that one on his own, puts it high up off the glass, and it's good. Got shot off, no good rebound by the Warbirds. That puts it up and in. Buehrer with 2 points. Now 41-25 lead for Lisbon. Buehrer with 4 points in the game. Adair's going to take it in. Feeds it to Gilbert. Gilbert's going to put it up. That's something good for Gilbert. His first 2 points of the game of the game. Kaczynski loses it. The Broncos gain possession over to Adair. Quickly down court. He's going to drive in. Thinks about it. Feeds it to Gilbert. Puts it up. That's off. No good. See the Broncos game plan. Really trying to work that into Gilbert. Challenge Kaczynski on the inside. Long pass down court, wide open as Matthias Kackman. That's up and good. His first 2 points of the game. Here, Wyatt Webb off the bench in the game now for the Broncos. Gives it over to Olsen. 43-27 lead for the Lisbon Broncos. Led 24-6 after the first quarter, 37-21 at halftime. Now that's Bittner puts it up. That's off, no good. A little pressure by the Broncos, slow to get back. Going to be a carryover on Baldwin, so turnover by the Warbirds. Kelson coming back in the game. Gilbert taking a breather for Lisbon. Kelson with the ball. Feeds it to Dare. Dare's going to drive in. Stops. Trying to get it to Olsen. Olsen drives it. And down to 15 seconds on the shot clock. Webb's going to drive in. Looks. Gives it to Olsen for three. That's off. No good. Rebound by Kelson. Back to Webb. Kaczynski blocks that. Broncos quickly down court. As Levi Kackman drives in off his foot. Bittner's going to take it. Dishes it to Olsen. Olsen drives in. On a Bittner. Pulls up. That's a jumper off. No good. And down to 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Lisbon's up on that Bank North scoreboard, 33-27. It's inside Matthias Kackman. He tries to one-hand it up. He was underneath the backboard, tried to get it back up around and in, and they got a foul. Buer falls underneath. His first personal, second team foul in the second half of play for the Warbirds. Cordero off the bench in the game for the Broncos. Also saw a little time in that first half. Gives it to Adair. Adair thinks about it. Now to Cordero is going to drive in. Looking for some help. And Olsen got up and good for Baldwin. Baldwin with his first 2 points of the game. You get timeout by the Lisbon. A timeout by the Warbirds. Baldwin steals it away. Webb pass intended for Olsen. Olsen went back the other way. Broncos turn over. Baldwin takes it down, lays it up and in. So at the timeout here by the Warbirds. Now 43-29 lead for Lisbon. Go ahead and step away for another 30-second timeout. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We're live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn.
Hey, welcome back to Lisbon High School, home of the Lisbon Broncos. Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon leads this one by a score of 43-29. Lisbon's ball after that timeout. A layup by Baldwin. Putting those 2 points on the board, getting the Warbirds up to 29. Lisbon hot in their first half. That's Olsen from the corner. That's off. No good. The Warbirds coming out, pressuring the Broncos now on those outside shots. That's off by Adair. Defended by Adair. Ball goes out of bounds. Down a minute 19 to go in the third quarter. There's still a lot of fight left in the Warbirds here with the minute 12 to go in the third quarter. Pass over to Baldwin, to Kackman, working inside to Kaczynski. The Broncos all over Kaczynski on the inside. That's off, no good. Shot put up by Levi. That's a rebound by Baldwin, off, no good. Cordero with the ball, going to push it down court. He's going to take it all the way. Goes up. Kaczynski knocks it down. About the shortest player on the court going against the tallest player, and Kaczynski wins that battle. And knocked out of bounds. The Warbirds ball. Over to Kaczynski. He's going to swing it out to Levi Kackman. Over to Baldwin from three. That's up. No good. Rebound Kaczynski. He's going to go against Webb. Puts it up and in. Kaczynski now with 14 points in the game. And Wyatt Olsen for the Broncos with 19 at 17 in the first half. Kaczynski for the Warbirds now with 4 points in the second half. That's Kelson down the center of the lane, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound for 2 points. Down to 8 seconds to go this third quarter play. A long pass. That shot is up and good for 3. Put up by Quam. That's his third three-pointer in the game. That'll do it at the end of the third quarter. Big North scoreboard. The Lisbon Broncos lead this one by a score of 45-34. At the end of the third quarter, we're going to go and step away for another timeout. We'll be back here for that fourth quarter play live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Hey, welcome back. Lisbon High School Gymnasium for your fourth quarter play. And Bank North scoreboard, Lisbon leads this one by a score of 45-34. The Warbirds outscored the Broncos in that quarter, 15-8. And Quam sinking that three-pointer at the end of the third quarter, helping out to increase that advantage. 15-8 advantage in the third quarter for the Warbirds. The Broncos led 24-6 after the first quarter, then 37-21 at half. Now with that 45-34 lead, that ball's put up, rebound by the Broncos. And down to 7:39 to go. The Warbirds trying to get back. A 10-point differential. They're up by Olsen, no good. Warbirds bringing it down. That's Stinson for the Warbirds. That's off, no good by Baldwin. Rebound Kelson. Down to 7-12. The Warbirds had knocked that lead down to 10 points in the second quarter. That's Kelson going to put it up. Kaczynski's going to follow him. Came up over the top, just missed time that. Just second personal. It'll be third team foul in the second half for the Warbirds. Sam Kelson looking to put a couple more points on the board for the Broncos. That first shot is up and rolls off, no good. Second shot is up and also no good, bounces out, rebound Warbirds. And quickly down court, Levi Kackman. Kackman gets the ball, went over to Kaczynski. And back door, and darting through there. The back door is Quam. So Quam with 8 points in the game off the bench for the Warbirds. Warbirds now within 9. The dare over to Bittner. Jump shot from the free throw line. That is good for Bittner. Bittner now with 10 points in the game, along with the dare, also 10. And White Olson schooled down in the second half with 19 points in the game. Had 17 in the first half. That's by Quam. He's going to lay it up. Got a Hail Mary shot there. Off the glass, no good. Bittner's going to take it. Goes baseline. Thinks about it. Nope. Off the dare. Dare from 3. That's up. No good. A rebound by Quam. Quam's going to drive in past Kelson. Drives and runs into Wyatt Olson. And no foul on that. Down to 5:55. Bittner with the ball. 5:47 to go. Lisbon's up 47-36. Here in the fourth quarter played. Now down to 5:37. That's a dare with the ball. Gets it over to Bittner. Bittner goes free throw line down to 6 seconds. Dare's going to drive in, puts it up, sneaks through, puts it up and in. Is that on the shot? Miraculous, and the shot counts. Miraculous play. I don't know how Adair snuck through that. It's like threading the needle. Lays it up, gets it to drop. Also gets a shot from the line. Adair with 12 points in the game. The shot is up, rolls around, no good. Lisbon now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. In the second half, that shot's put up, no good. It's put up by Stenson. Now down to 5:09 to go. Lisbon's up on the Bank North scoreboard, 49-36. North Dakota Class B Region 1 boys basketball. Broncos 2-2. Warbird's 2-4. 2-4 in Region 1. That was a turnaround jump shot put up by Kellison. Air ball goes out of bounds. Warbird ball. And Warbirds with 4 team fouls. In the second half, Lisbon with 2. So far, fouls, not a game. No. Kellison on the Broncos has 3 personals. Skaczynski inside. We're going to have a foul underneath. Either Kellison or Webb. That goes to Kellison. That's his 4th personal. And down 4:42, Ethan Gilbert in for the Broncos. Gilbert right now doesn't have any fouls in the game. Gilbert, Kaczynski's going to put it up and goes in off his fingertips. Kaczynski now with 16 in the game. Wyatt Webb with 19. Where Bittner puts it up, free throw line. He's fouled, goes to the floor. He gets 2 shots. Bittner tonight from the free throw line is 2 for 2. So Stenson off the bench. That's his first personal foul. Jordan Bittner with 10 points in the game, looking to add a couple more. Right off, no good. Bittner's second shot off, also no good. Got a heckler in the crowd here. Shot, a nice little pass over to Bury. That's his 6th point in the game for Bury. Now 49-40 lead. The Warbirds clawing their way back. Lisbon's lead now down to 9. Turnaround jumper put up by Gilbert. We got a foul on the inside. Goes against number 4. That goes against Stenson. It's second personal of the game. Gilbert with 2 from the line. It's a 6th team foul on the Warbirds. Gilbert puts that one up and in. And the big man nailing his free throw. Gets a second one here. He has 3 points in the game for Ethan Gilbert. Second one also good. You got it. They wave that one off. So that one does not count for Gilbert. 10-point lead for the Broncos. Warbirds got her down to 9. They're working inside to Kaczynski. Kaczynski looked like he took a step there, going inside. All kinds of Broncos leading on Buer. That's going to go against Adair. Not sure how he pulled that number out of his hat, but he found somebody. Adair coming up limping. Kelson's going in the game for Adair. And down to 3:41 to go in the 4th quarter. Bank North scoreboard, Lisbon's up by 10, 50-40. Trying to feed it inside. That goes off of Webb's foot. Webb playing a little soccer there. Goes off his foot. And inbound by Baldwin. Looking for Kaczynski. He's got it. Lays it up off his fingertip, and that's good. 2 more points for Kaczynski. Now 50-42 lead for the Broncos. Bittner's going to drive it in. That defended by Levi Kackman. He dives in on Webb. And now 3:20 to go. Lots of time left in this fourth quarter of play. It's over to Bittner. I think Kelson's wide open in the corner. That's to Kelson. Kelson's going to take it. Gets it to Bittner. Now 14 seconds on the shot clock. Broncos gets it to Kelson. Now down to 9. Now down to 8. Kelson's going to pull up, shoots. That's good for 2 for Kelson. And Kelson now with 6 points in the game. So Warbirds cross court over to Baldwin. Baldwin directing a little traffic. Sends Sense into the corner. That's rebound by Beer. Beer gets it over to Levi Kackman. Over to Stenson. That's Baldwin from 3. Top of the key. That rolls around. No good. Rebound by Kaczynski. Lays it up and in. We got a timeout by the Warbirds after that basket by Kaczynski. Now 52-44 lead for Lisbon Broncos on your Bank North scoreboard. We want to step away for another 30-second timeout live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium, home of the Lisbon Broncos.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Welcome back to Lisbon High School Gymnasium. The Broncos lead this one by a score of 52-44. Warbirds converting on a basket, then call a timeout. The inbound by the Broncos. Adair not able to get rid of it. A timeout by Coach Kim Mark. They're helping his players out, get them back to the drawing board and settle them down a little bit. We're going to go and step away for another 30-second timeout. We'll be back here live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
All right, welcome back. After a 30-second timeout here by Coach Kim Mark. The Broncos trying to inbound, not finding any luck. Time was about to expire and turn it over, and Coach Kim Mark calls the timeout and gets them back to the drawing board, trying to help them out here a little bit, settle them down. The Broncos up by 8 points. It led 24-6 after the first quarter, 37-21 at halftime, and 45-34 at the end of the third quarter. All kinds of pressure by the Warbirds. That's broken by the Broncos. To get it down to Kelson's going to put it up off. No good. Rebound Kelson. Lays it up. That's also no good. All to bounce. Last touch by the Broncos. One thing Kelson's doing, you see it a lot. He's good at following up his shot. See a lot of them where he puts it up. Off and no got's put up. That's off. Three-pointer is good. Put up by Levi Kackman. His first points of the second half. Those are pretty big points for the Warbirds. 52-47 lead for the Broncos. They're down to 20 seconds to go. That's going to be driving by Olsen. Now Webb puts it up and in for 2 points for Wyatt Webb. Webb coming up clutch for Lisbon off the bench. Has 4 points in the game. It's over to Quam. That's off, no good. Rebound by Wyatt Webb. Down a minute 26 to go. Broncos up 54-27 Bank North scoreboard. Bittner's going to drive in, finds Webb. And down to 24 seconds on the shot clock. Lisbon just got to try to take some time off the clock. They'll limit the possessions of the Warbirds down to a minute. Dare's going to drive in, finds Wyatt Olsen. Down to 9 seconds. Down to Kelson from 3. That's up, and he's in for 3 for Kelson. The Broncos are back up to a 10-point lead. That shot's up, off, no good by Baldwin. Rebound by Webb. Going up against Kaczynski. Webb comes down with it. Out of bounds. That's knocked away by the Warbirds. Levi Kackman's going to drive in. Hits Bittner. And Bittner goes down to the floor. That'd be a foul on Bittner. Says third personal. 15 foul on the Broncos with 38.3 seconds remaining. Broncos up by 10, 57-47. It's into Kaczynski. He's going to go up against Webb and Adair. Puts it off, no good. Rebound by the Broncos, now down to 32 seconds. The Broncos avoid the foul there. Not off the foot of Quam. The Broncos ball. And Quam playing a little hacky sack. Goes off his foot, now over to Bittner. Werber's trying to foul. Hare's got the ball, gives it to Webb. Down to 15 seconds to go. Broncos up 57-47. And down to 12 seconds. Lisbon's going to run out the clock on this one. That's out. It knocked out of bounds by the Warbirds. And Warbirds sitting with 16 fouls. And the inbound pass now with 4 seconds remaining. That'll do it here from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Bank North scoreboard. Lisbon Broncos outlast the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds by a score of 57-47. Broncos increase their record in Region 1 now to 3-2. Warbirds drop to 2-5 in Region 1. We'll go ahead and wrap things up, take a time out here, and come back to Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Wyndmere, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Hey, welcome back here, Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We're the Lisbon Broncos defeat the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds by a score of 57-47. Kind of recap your scoring for the game. Lisbon led after the first quarter by a score of 24-6. And going into halftime, Lisbon had a 37-21 lead. And after the half, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds came alive, outscored the Broncos 15-8 in the third quarter. Lisbon took a 55-34 lead into the fourth quarter of play. The Warbirds once again kept the pressure on the Broncos and getting that lead down to 8 points, where the Broncos are eventually able to get it back up to 10, and they go on and win this game by a score of 57-47 tonight. Here from the here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium, the key Region 1 matchup. Lisbon increases the Region 1 record now to 3-2. Looking at your scores in the game for the Lisbon Broncos, Jordan Bittner unofficially tonight with 10 points in the game. Lincoln Adair with 12. Sam Kelson with 9. Wyatt Olson with 19 points in the game, put 17 down in the first half. Kind of quieted down in that second half play with only 2 points. And then Ethan Gilbert held scoreless in that first half of play and then put in 3 in the second half for his 3 points of the game. And Wyatt Webb coming off the bench for the Broncos, scoring 4 points off the bench for the Lisbon Broncos. Broncos in that second half were only 1 of 5 from the free throw line. And for the game, they were 3 of 7. And as far as fouls tonight, Sam Kelson, the only Bronco in foul trouble tonight. He had 4 fouls, and Jordan Bittner with 3 fouls in the game. And looking at your Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, for the game, as far as scoring, Levi Kackman had 9 points in the game, and Baldwin with 2. Beer with 6. Matthias Kackman with 2. Kaczynski with 18. And Quam off the bench for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds with 8 points in the game. I had Wyndmere Lidgerwood going 2 of 7 from the free throw line. All those coming in the first half of play, so not much as far as free throws in that second half of play. Opportunities for the Warbirds, and just not able to convert in that first half either, going 2 of 7 on the night from the free throw line. That's all unofficial in the game. Warbirds, they're not much for foul trouble. Had a couple players with 2 fouls apiece, with Matthias Kackman, Kaczynski, and Stenson off the bench with 2 fouls in the game for the Warbirds. The Lisbon Broncos improved to 3-2 in Region 1 and 4-8 overall. Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds dropped down to 6-7 overall and 2-5 in Region 1. And we're going to break away, come back with your Enbridge Energy player of the game and your RDK Enterprises feature precision player of the game. That'll be back here in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm sports announcer guy Brent Dick, live from the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Hey, welcome back to Lisbon High School Gymnasium. And talk about your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. So your Enbridge Energy player of the game goes to Wyatt Olson, the big number 10 for the Lisbon Broncos. And getting a start tonight, coming off that injury, football injury, and finding his way in the game as a starter. You're putting down 5 3-pointers in that first half of play for Lisbon, scoring 19 overall, leading all scorers in the game tonight. So your Enbridge Energy player of the game goes to Wyatt Olson of Lisbon Broncos. Your RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. They thank you, the area growers, for your trust in RDK Enterprises. As your planner partner experts, RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planner experts at RDK Enterprises. Always revisit the performance of your planners. Call 701-636-2119 or visit plannerdoc.com. So your RDK Enterprises player of the game goes to Kaczynski from Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Kaczynski in the game put in 10 points in the first half, going 2 of 3 from the free throw line in that first half of play. And then also helping out the Warbirds, scoring 8 points in the second half. So he is your RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game. And also having a big game, several block shots in the game, going up against Gilbert from the Lisbon Broncos, holding him scoreless in that first half and only giving up 3 points in the second half to Ethan Gilbert. So your RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game going to number 32 for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. That is Briar Kaczynski. Big number 32 for the Warbirds. Well, that'll wrap it up here from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Sports announcer guy Brent Dick. The Lisbon Broncos victorious tonight by a score of 57-47. Here from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. This is YourLiveEvent.com. Everybody have a great night, and we will see you next game for Lisbon Broncos. Tonight is Northern Cass. The girls basketball is in action against Northern Cass, and that game is tomorrow night and also on YourLiveEvent.com. And then the boys basketball, another girls basketball game at Medina. That's on Thursday, February 2nd. And then boys basketball on Thursday will be home against Kindred. So we'll be here on YourLiveEvent.com to cover that game on Thursday, the February 2nd, at boys basketball here at home in Lisbon Gymnasium against Kindred. And then Friday, girls basketball will be home at Barnes County North, and that'll be senior night for the Lisbon Broncos, and that'll be only one game. And that game will be at 6 o'clock on February 3rd here from the gymnasium in Lisbon. So that'll do it here at Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Broncos win 57-47. Everybody have a good night, safe travels. And we will see you again on Thursday here from Lisbon High School. Everybody have a good night.